A chip in the armor. Bloomberg released a gargantuan report claiming China has used hardware to spy on 30 different U.S. companies, but alleged targets like Apple and Amazon deny it happened. The Hustle, sponsored by Leesa. Either Amazon and Apple were hacked by Chinese spies, or Bloomberg's taking crazy pills. It sounds like the plot of a made-for-TV Tom Cruise movie, but a Bloomberg report claims it's true. Chinese spies installed malicious chips in motherboards and distributed them to 30 American businesses, including Amazon and Apple, through a company called Supermicro. The companies involved disputed virtually every aspect of Bloomberg's story, Apple's words, but the bombshell accusations rattled the tech sector, which will likely suffer as investigations continue. The accusation? Supply, supply, supply. Chinese spies allegedly compromised the global tech supply chain by implanting rice-sized chips in tech exports at 4 Chinese subcontracting factories and then shipping them internationally. And it gets worse. According to Bloomberg, the microchips enabled hackers to remotely enter and manipulate infected networks, part of a long-term plot to access high-value corporate secrets and sensitive government networks. According to the article, the big hack was the largest tech supply chain attack in history, and it's been under investigation for 3 years, but not all parties agreed with Bloomberg's reporting. The rebuttal? Deny, deny, deny. Every major player in the story rejected Bloomberg's claims. We have found no evidence to support Bloomberg's inquiries. Apple. There are so many inaccuracies, they're hard to count. Amazon. We are not aware of any investigation regarding this topic. Supermicro. So, who's lying? For now, it's a game of he said, she said. Bloomberg claims to have 17 sources on record, including 6 current and former national security officials, 3 Apple insiders, and 2 Amazon employees. The fallout? Sell, sell, sell. So what's next? Regardless of the outcome, American companies will likely further reduce trade with Chinese suppliers, a process that's begun already thanks to White House trade sanctions. But investors aren't excited about the expensive prospect of finding new tech suppliers to replace China in the highly interdependent global supply chain. Stocks at Amazon and Apple dipped slightly, and the Nasdaq had its worst day since June. Things are looking especially unsuper for Supermicro. The company's stock fell more than 50% following the expose. TinyTake? Big problem. Find us on social media at Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and at our blog. ZipRecruiter raises $156 million at a $1.5 billion valuation, now owns 10% of the recruitment market. The Los Angeles-based job posting platform has recruited $156 million in new funding, co-led by IVP and Wellington Management at an impressive $1.5 billion valuation. ZipRecruiter has now raised $219 million in total in just 2 rounds since launching in 2010, and they were profitable before borrowing a dime. Well, that's refreshing. ZipRecruiter has carved out a marketplace for employers to post open positions and, through the power of AI, help job seekers connect to openings that best match their skills and interests. These days, they're a post-money unicorn leading the job recruitment pack. According to co-founder and CEO Ian Siegel, over 100,000 businesses are using ZR for their recruiting, and the company accounts for 10% of all activity in the entire U.S. recruitment market. Not a bad resume. Now they want to show you the jobs you aren't qualified for. Bloomberg reports that ZipRecruiter will spend a large amount of the fresh tickle cash honing their machine learning processes. One day it hopes to use their tech to show people the jobs they would like but may not be qualified for, and then gamify the path to get there. In the not-too-distant future, we will be able to say, if you add one more skill at these jobs, all these jobs will become available to you, Siegel said. You know what they say, gotta raise for the company you want. Social media, not the one you have. Weather forecasting startup Climacell tracks a $45 million funding round. Climacell, a Boston-based startup that uses cell phone and IoT data for short-term, hyperlocal weather forecasting, raised $45 million in Series B funding, bringing its total raised to $65 million bucks. And a whole mess of big names were in on it. ClearVision Ventures led and was joined by Ford's Smart Mobility, Envision Ventures, plus a host of return backers. How exactly does it work? The gist is, atmospheric changes affect signals transmitted between cell towers and mobile phones. Climacell devised a software program to measure the impact and provide super accurate weather observations about your immediate surroundings, reportedly up to 6 hours in the future. Do we really need to be that precise when it comes to weather? Turns out, it's more important than figuring out whether to bring a jacket. It's actually a huge friggin' deal to the entire agriculture industry, airlines, ride-hailing services, and self-driving vehicles. In fact, according to National Weather Service estimates, weather effects can swing America's GDP by up to 6%. In other words, Climacell can tell companies in their future if their future is cloudy with a chance of economic depression. Social media. 60% of the time, it works every time. Scooter madness. Bird designs its own scooters to stay 2 wheels ahead of Uber. Bird, the $2 billion startup that foot-pushed its way to the front of the scooter corn stampede, announced yesterday that it's now designing its own two-wheeler, the Bird Zero. CEO Travis Vanderzanden hopes new wheels will keep Bird up in the air despite its regulatory roller coaster, but Uber's hot on its tail. Just last month, Uber rolled out its jump scooters in Santa Monica, Bird's hometown. Uber has another huge advantage over smaller scooter-first companies. As VC Sunil Paul reminded us all in his rant earlier this year, Uber already dominates demand with a network of 41 million plus riders. But this is just the semis. Lime, Bird, and Spin all launched with the same scooter supplier, Ninebot. But now Bird's trying to take control of supply to gain an edge. The Bird Zero holds 60% more battery than old models, but all of Bird's competitors had the same idea. Lime partnered with Segway to produce scooters, and Spin also has DIY plans. Meanwhile, Lyft and Uber are working to get their massive Uber user bases out on 2 wheels. While scooter startups, Bird, Lime, Spin, struggle for supply superiority, rideshare giants, Lyft, Uber, duke it out for demand dominance, and the winners will have to go head-to-head in the final scooter showdown. Social media. How's your bracket looking? Sponsored. After 200 hours and 14 models tested, the winner is the Leesa Mattress. According to Wirecutter's extensive research, the Leesa Mattress is the best they tested, and you can bet they didn't leave a single spring unsprung. One roll in the foam, and it's easy to see why. The only mattress with 11,000 verified 5-star reviews. Leesa's Snooze engineers developed a mattress that's cool and soft to the touch, but still firm and supportive. The result is a snooze pad that's comfortable from the time your head hits the pillow till the morning sun kisses your cheek. Or, more realistically, your alarm rattles you awake. Either way, you'll be rested and ready to hit the keyboard. Even better? Order your Leesa mattress from the comfort of the internet. They'll ship it directly to your door. Try it for 100 nights. If you're not completely satisfied, send it back for a full refund. No questions asked. Readers of The Hustle save $160 off a Leesa mattress. Now that's a deal you don't have to dream about. Wirecutter's favorite mattress. Shower Thoughts. Brought to you by MVMT Rise Collection. Shop now by clicking here. 1. Whenever a dating app works well, it loses 2 users. 2. Harry Potter is way too emotionally stable for a kid raised by a family who hates him. 3. Corn mazes are just redneck escape rooms. 4. It is highly unlikely that Stacy's mom still has it going on. 5. Garbage Man is one of the only job titles that gets more offensive when made gender neutral. Via Reddit. Now playing Echo Arms, Mr. Twin Sister, a laid-back disco track for dimly lit lounges. Zach Crockett, news writer. Wes Schlangenhoff, news writer. Connor Grant, news writer. Colby Hatch, ad writer. Lindsay Microchips Less Than Potato Chips, Quinn, managing editor. Hugo First, bungee jumping instructor. Subscribe, jobs, advertise events, shop. Find us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Join our Instagram community. You opted in by signing up, attending an event, or through divine intervention. 771 Clementina Street, San Francisco, California, 94103 in the United States. Call us at 415-506-7210. Never want to hear from us again? Break our hearts and unsubscribe.